reflections. I'm really digging this new lens I got. It's really cool. Anyway, I have an interesting announcement. I am going to do ayahuasca in 3 days. And I'm so excited. Like, at first I was like freaking out that it's gonna be a good thing. It's gonna be a good thing, and I'm going to be going somewhere, obviously, to do it. I'm not going to be doing it myself, and I decided not to go to the Amazon. Actually, I'm going to a friend that I trust a lot. So I'm really excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So I'm gonna be doing, for the first time, ayahuasca, and for the first time, an LSD treatment. So it's gonna be back to back. I might be a different person when I come back, but it's time for a software upgrade. And it's really funny because a few people have been telling me that my language is not compatible with theirs. It's hard to understand me, but it's just because I've had a few more upgrades than the average person, and I really feel that that is what psychedelics are. They're kind of like software upgrades for your operating system. So I can understand why my language is a little bit off-putting to a lot of people, but that's kind of how I see the world. I'm really excited about this new lens. It's really, really cool. So, yesterday, I had more contact. I had very, very, very interesting dreams. And it started off, and I don't know how many other vegans out there have had this dream, but it started off by me waking up in a dream, and I'm just eating like chicken and beef and stuff like that, and I was really having a heart attack. Like, I was freaking out, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do ayahuasca in a few days, and I can't do this right now. I can't be eating meat. And then it was just a surrender to it, and I had so many weird dreams last night. So then I had, of course, contact with my alien homies. And for some reason, I was scared of them. I don't know why. I'm usually not. I don't know why I was scared of them. It was so weird. It's not like my normal contacts that I do have with them, but for some reason I always see the grays. I don't know why. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's so many other entities out there. Why am I only seeing the grays? And it was a sense of fear, and as soon as I feared them, they like left, you know. They were kind of like transparent, you know what I mean? Like, in between this reality and another reality, and just very interdimensional. So it was almost like a holographic, ghost-like hologram of them, and I freaked out, and I don't know why, because I usually don't. It's just really weird. I think it's because I just have a lot to process, a lot I've been doing in my dreams, and I've been very lucid in my dreams, and just going through the self-judgment. I feel like that's what I've been doing, going through like the self-judgment and just processing that and working through that. Obviously, I'm going to have a very serious upgrade, or 2 upgrades, So I'm excited. I'm excited. It's going to be a good thing. I'm just trying to be as calm and relaxed as possible and just chill out, you know. I know ayahuasca is a really big deal, and I mean, I can't really talk about it unless I actually do it. And I am going to be taking the chacruna leaves with Syrian rue, actually. So it's going to be just a different way, but the shaman and I worked with nature spirits and asked my higher self exactly what I needed, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I think it's time. I know it's been like 3 or 4 months since my last upgrade, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And then, so in my dreams, I was seeing, it was just like so many things happening at once. And in my dreams, of course, I take ayahuasca. And I've never taken ayahuasca, so I don't know how it feels. But it was that, you know how when you go into DMT space or in mushrooms or at any other place, the density of the dimension is very weird and just it's extremely dense. That's basically what I felt, and it was interesting. It was really, really interesting. But yeah, yesterday I did ayahuasca in my dreams, and it's really interesting because I was actually very hesitant to do ayahuasca, and I think that's because I was lucid at that point, so I was just very hesitant. But for some reason, I know this is really odd, but the ayahuasca like absorbed through my skin. I know that's not how ayahuasca happens. I know, trust me. But in my unconscious state, or I don't know, I was pretty lucid. That's just how it worked. And it was a group experience, and I think we were either watching The Jungle Book or Lion King. I know, that's really weird, but we were doing ayahuasca for fun, which is odd and very weird because I myself would never do ayahuasca for fun. But yeah, so that's I had a crazy night. Another crazy night with a whole bunch of dreams. And it was really interesting because for a while the dream actually got pretty dark, you know, like it was just, I don't know how to describe it. But I was always around people, which was really interesting. I was never alone. It was either one person there or multiple people there, always by my side. And they seemed like my astral friends. I don't think I knew any of them firsthand, or I don't recognize any of them. But yeah, I saw an ego death in my dreams because we were laying in this really big bed and we all took ayahuasca, or I just took a little bit, but a lot of it absorbed in my hands, which is odd and weird, and that's not how ayahuasca works. I am totally aware of this, but I did experience that weird, you know how like in DMT space, like your whole entire world just like is shaky and then it just goes whoosh, and then geometry, like that's what I felt, that's what I saw. And then slowly the effects were like wearing off, and it was only maybe like 5 minutes, and then I experienced watching somebody surrender to ayahuasca, and it was really interesting. So my dreams are really, really interesting these days. I mean, I don't know. I almost feel like your dream time is a direct reflection of you and what you're doing in your everyday life, because in my dream it literally, like, it felt like a dream within a dream. Like, I was dreaming that I was dreaming. So yeah, it's getting weird. It's getting very Inception. And I finally found somebody that talks a lot like me. Tom Campbell. I didn't know who Tom Campbell was until another reflection introduced me to him. Actually, I suggest you subscribe to her channel, Miss Wee. She is really awesome and just very knowledgeable and just wonderful to watch because of how authentic she really is and just how real. And I love that. She doesn't really hold back, and she just has so much knowledge. And she was the one who had linked Tom Campbell's work, and he sounds just like me. Like, he sounds just like me. And I can understand why some people are really put off by my language, but you have to understand, like, I've had certain experiences that other people haven't necessarily had. And unless you have those experiences, it's really hard to conceptualize what I'm talking about. So yeah, go and look at Tom Campbell's work. Look at Nick Bostrom's work. He's a physicist and he talks a lot about this. And I really, really got interested after my first DMT trip, because I don't know if I said this, but my first DMT trip was like the basics of a physics lesson. And that's why my name's Quantum Kitty, Schrodinger's cat. Cats are my spirit animal. So yeah, really, 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 really interesting night. And I'm looking for a lot of positivity and love from my reflections, because I'm about to get a serious upgrade. Anyway, reflections, I hope you're having an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Bye, reflections.